How's it going, everyone? It's your man, Lost Disciple, the voice box of the underground of YouTube. And if you haven't heard already, I'm telling you now, it is official. It is the end of seshollowaterboyz. They are no more, okay? That last tour that they did together, I'm pretty sure was the American Wasteland tour. When Chris left, it was practically over. There was no more Water Boys. There was, for a brief moment, Sesh Hollow Jeffrey Boys. I remember that, but that also ended up just diminishing. But no, seriously, it's official. You know, seshollowaterboyz is no longer a thing. It's something of the past, a relic of a time that once was. A golden era of SoundCloud rap, realistically. A golden era for all of, I consider realistically, like music in general. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Bones' discography alone carried all of the fucking 2010s, dead ass. Like, anytime I hear an artist that's like name someone that puts in more work than me, the first nigga that pops into my head when it comes to making music is Bones. He puts out at least minimum 4 albums a year. Like, he's been doing that shit since what, 2014, 2015? So nah, Bones is super consistent. He's got it under lock, and realistically, up until now, from I'd say from 2018 to now, he kind of carried the whole seshollowaterboyz thing on. I mean, Xavier Wolf's music just got fucking whack after East Memphis Maniac. That was like the start of the decline, especially not only because that's when things started happening behind the scenes that we all recently just found out about, but it's when realistically his music just got trash. I feel like that's because he started focusing more on the Alpha K9 brand instead of like really dedicating his time to the music. That kind of got him the brand there. And he also started doing drugs. And I figured, right, because I made this in one of my videos, that I'm going to try to like see if I can get access back to it. If you don't know why I lost all my fucking shit, you can check out this other video that's going to pop up that kind of explains I lost all my stuff, but that's not the point of this video. But you can kind of tell, like, I remember when Wake Walker came out, Xavier was talking about something in his cup, and I was like, this nigga's sipping lean now. But yeah, nah, his music kind of went downhill from there. Eddie's music is alright. Some projects are hit or misses in my opinion, but he still got some good shit. And I realistically haven't listened to any new like Chris Travis projects since like, what is it, Teenage Freak Show or some shit like that. So realistically, I mean, it was Bones doing a lot of the heavy lifting. I know his back is fucking sore, but just over the past couple of days on Reddit, I seen this post that said, you know, Elliot, Bones, and Eddie Baker unfollowed Xavier Wolf on Instagram and Twitter. So I know Eddie Baker, wow. Eddie Baker made an official statement on Instagram Live. If you haven't checked it out, you can actually watch this video right here where I talked about it a little bit, and I actually reacted to it too. And he basically was just saying, like, he doesn't approve of, obviously, I don't think any of them approve of what Xavier Wolf did, but it's still kind of like his brother, and, you know, you gotta, like, he's gonna, you know, it's fucked that they did that, but you gotta be willing to give him forgiveness and give him a chance to redeem himself with these next actions that he takes. Like you said, actions speak louder than words. But just because you forgive him or he's working towards forgiveness doesn't mean that you should also forget what he did either. So how we as fans take that is whether you choose whether or not to to continue to support him. Personally, I believe that I don't think I can listen to any of his new. I haven't been listening to any of his new music anyway. I always really listen to his older shit, like, you know, pre-28, like, you know, from pre-East Memphis Maniac and prior. The only real, like, current song that he's made that I've liked since is Check for the Check. Literally, like, all the other ones are whack. And Kid Cudi, that Kid Cudi song, like, the remix thing when everybody was doing that Kid Cudi trend shit, that was good too. But I don't know, I definitely, I think that it's important to figure out where you're going to stand on this. I don't think that you have to ultimately disassociate yourself with some of his music, because I'm not gonna lie, the art is art. You can separate the art from the artist. I mean, like, for like, that's like, and this is pretty controversial, I'm not trying to compare it, but that's like if I showed you a painting and you liked the painting, and then I said Hitler painted that painting, and all of a sudden you don't like it. Like, yeah, the guy did some really fucked up shit, some really fucked up shit, but you would have still liked his work had you not known the atrocities that they committed. So there's a way you can separate the art from the artist. I mean, this wouldn't be the first time I've done this, especially with a musician. I just recently found out a couple months ago that Roz Dilliams actually, I think he got an allegations of him grooming a fan as well, and that's why him and Bones haven't been making any music together. Because I questioned that, I was like, why doesn't fucking Roz Dilliams and Bones make music anymore? Because I feel like their styles really complemented each other, and that's why. I'm not sure if Bones has made a statement on any of this yet. Like, I haven't seen any IG lives. I haven't even seen anything from Elliot. Realistically, other than them unfollowing them on Xavier Wolf on Instagram and Twitter, it's realistically kind of like a silent thing coming from them. It could also be possibly that Xavier Wolf did block them to kind of and that will remove them from their his following list. But realistically, I think Elliot, because I know he's probably stressed out. I think he's taking the silent approach of letting it not die down a little bit, but distancing themselves and then formulating a proper response. Because I feel like Eddie Baker really fucked up by just hopping around on IG Live, because then you didn't really get any chance to prepare what you're gonna say or think of what people are gonna ask you, other than the obvious answers or the obvious questions. So I definitely think Elliot's taking a more strategical approach, which is appreciated because you really have to think and take into account not only everything that Xavier Wolf did, but the history that you guys all have together. Because at the end of the day, they all came up together. They're basically brothers. They're a band of brothers, and it's definitely sad. Like I said, it's definitely the end of an era. If you were there to see it, appreciate it. If you've been to any of their shows while they were all together, appreciate that. I'm glad I got a chance to make it to one of their shows. I do live on the East Coast. I know you West Coast boys are lucky. You guys got all the fucking shows. I feel bad for any of the fans that don't live in the United States that never got a chance to see them live. It was something to behold. I'm just glad that I got a chance to see all four of them on stage and perform some really good songs together before any of this shit got really bad. Let me know how you guys feel. I know this is a very it's definitely something. If you've been a fan and you've been following these guys for a while, it's definitely something that's kind of you wouldn't expect this is how this goes out. And I know we all know collectives eventually break up and go solo and do their own thing, but never would I have fucking guessed this would be how seshollowaterboyz would go out. And it almost makes me kind of happy that Chris distanced himself when things started first going, when he started, saying certain shit and nobody really listened to him, or we never really gave him a chance to explain it. But he also never put the business out there. He kind of was like, you know what, nah, this nigga's on some shit. Ego's too high. He's getting full of himself. Let me just, fuck that. He's getting too prideful, egotistical. Yep. So I don't know. Definitely, just let me know where you guys stand. Should we listen to any music with Xavier Wolf in it? I'm talking the whole Lame album, basically. Morning Dew, Weatherman, Poison Ivy, Back and Forth. I think the album's called Brace. If Crater's Atlas ever came out, that's never coming out. We already knew that was never coming out, but now that's really never ever coming out. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. This is definitely something. Some crazy shit. Definitely, just 2024 is already off to a crazy fucking start. All these weird allegations. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Dislike if you dislike it. My name is Lost Disciple, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.